Greetings and salutations. Today we'll take a look at Deviant Drums from Choas Tones. A couple of weeks ago I was contacted by a guy named Jesse from Choas Tones asking me if I'd like to check out their new program, Deviant Drums. In the email, Jesse told me that he built the program literally from scratch himself. All the graphic design, all the drums, tones, everything. And honestly, when you load this thing up, you can definitely see the love that he's put into it. In all, you get 48 snares, which that's a lot of damn snares. You know, you don't get that many snares in a lot of programs. Based around 9 kits, 40 cymbals, which again is insane amount of cymbals. All based around 50 presets. So some of the kits include a Yamaha Maple, Pearl Masters, DW kit, a Mapix Pro, and a Tama Babinga kit. Now honestly, if you're looking for something on the raw tone side, like just a straight up raw tone kit, personally I don't think you'll find this here. I think this is aimed more at, or I feel that it's aimed more at straight up recording, which I think is great. I love that. I love taking a drum program and being able to shove it straight in my DAW, and without minimal tweaking, it's straight up ready to go. And with the 50 presets that you get, which all seem to be based around bands and albums and stuff like that, with the 50 presets that you get, I think it's really well designed to be straight in the mix. So as I said, the presets come straight pretty much from albums or bands. Some of the presets include Freaky Leash, Chocolate Biscuit, Don't Blink, Lord of the Ashes, and Muppet Pastors. That's just to name a few. As I said, there are 50 presets, and that covers a lot of different styles of metal. Do the presets all sound good? Actually, yes. You know, I feel like the Korn ones definitely sound like Korn. You know, especially some of the early days of Korn, they got that really dry, poppy snare sound, which sounds fantastic. So the plugin has amazing built-in features as well. So built into the mixer are EQ, compression, reverb, and this lets you get down to the really fine, nitty-gritty details of the tone you want to go for. Clicking on each individual kit piece will allow you to control the far room mics, the close mics, the attack, the sustain, even the tuning of each individual kit piece. There are actually 2 mixers in this one. So you get a full mixer for the drum kit itself, and then you get a full mixer for the cymbals, which again is fantastic for being able to get down to the fine details and the nitty gritty of actually getting the tones that you want to sit in your mix. It also has a MIDI mapping page, which I actually found the MIDI mapping in this very good, very close together. I didn't have to change too much in songs that I put it in because I was testing it in a few different songs, and the MIDI mapping is actually really well done, but you can change it to suit whatever you want. I believe it comes with presets too for other drum programs. I'm going to leave a link to Jesse's video explaining in very high detail all the features of the actual plugin. Make sure you go over to his page, go over to the Choas Tones page and give him a like. They're only just starting out, I believe, so give him a like, give him a sub, keep an eye on this company. I really think they've got a great future ahead. I really think there's definitely some things in this program that I really enjoyed that I think is showing the potential of such a small company coming up. So the plugin is usually $110 or $109.99 if you want to get technical, so it's usually about $110, which I think honestly is a bargain for what you get. Not many plugins actually give you like 9 full kits, 48 snares, 40 cymbals. Like the range that you go through here is amazing, and the snares are all so different from each other that some plugins they come with like 5 snares or something and they all sound so similar it's barely even worth having them. Whereas this one, you know, the snares are all very diverse, very well done. They sound fantastic, like they've got a lot of snap and a lot of pop to them, which I love. So yeah, the plugin is usually $110, which I think is a bargain, but right now you can get 15% off using the code DUFFLE at checkout. Jesse made up a code for you guys. I don't get a kickback from this, guys. This is just for you. just so you can get 15% off to go get the plugin if you really want to get it. I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely, I would recommend it. If you're looking for a good drum plugin that's just easy to put in your mix and get some great tones out of. So all in all, I think this is a very well done plugin. It looks great, as you can see on the screen behind me. All the controls are intuitive, the EQ works great, the room mics all sound great. The drums just themselves sound fantastic, and the tweakability of the plugin is really well done. You can see that Jesse put a lot of love and passion into this project, and it's just so easy to just grab a preset, put it in a mix, and it sounds great straight off the bat. But also at the same time, if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty and a little tweaking of, you know, the EQ and the cymbals and everything like that, and the compression and everything, it's all in there, and it works perfectly. Just one quick note, it actually isn't too big a size. I think it's about 10 gig, which is a really good thing. And it's not too heavy on the CPU either, which I noticed is a problem with some other drum plugins I use. This one's really very good on the CPU. I didn't have any dramas with any popping or clicking or anything like that. It was really good. So now, as always, what we'll do is we'll listen to a song I did using Deviant Drums from Choas Tones. After that, over to the computer, check out some of the presets, run you through some of the features. Please, as always, like and subscribe if you do like the content, and enjoy indeed. Thanks, guys. Greetings and salutations, guys. Here we are at my computer having a closer look at Deviant Drums. Okay, so, all right, where are we at? So, first of all, usual rundown, Josh Middleton, SLO 100, Parallax X. You guys know my usual setup with guitar tones and all that. Guitar sound. Alright, usual guitar stuff, usual everything. Okay, let's get into the drum program. Okay, now one of the things I really did like about Deviant Drums is it comes with almost like EDM and, you know, dubstep sort of sounding presets, which I thought was fantastic. So for the start of that song that you just heard, I used this preset called Filter Me, which sounds like this. That's fantastic. I love that. Like, how many drum programs do you know that come with like sort of that sort of stuff? I reckon that sounds fantastic. Another great thing to be able to use in your mixes. So the drum tone I used for my song, I can't remember what preset I based it off, but I ended up tweaking it a bit, as I always do with my drum tones. That snare, listen to that. That sounds fantastic. Toms sound great. Cymbals sound great. See what I mean? They're they don't sound just totally raw. It sounds processed like it's meant to be on an album, which I think is amazing, like fantastic. Like, I buy plugins to fit in my mixes. That's what I buy them for, and that's what I want them for. So when I have to do minimal tweaking and stuff just to get it sit perfectly in a mix, I'm stoked. So, all right. So my drum tone sounds like this. That sounds fantastic. I love it. I love it. This is definitely going to be in my top 10 drum plugins this year coming. I think this is such a well-designed and solid plugin, and I'm not just saying that because someone gave it to me for free. I really love the tones in this. So let's go through a little bit of stuff quickly, and then I'll show off you some of the presets. So you got the drum mixer. You can see how in-depth it is here. Now, if you go back to the drum view, every time you click on something, so it turns to snare down here, and you can change the volume, the close mics, overheads, rooms, the bright, attack, and sustain, the reverb, the tuning, and easily click on each individual kit piece and change it. All right. So if you look at the snares, look at this. Look how many, I mean, is it 40 snares? I wouldn't say it's 40 snares, but it's for like a whole bunch of snares recorded in 40 different ways. So you got the Joey Jordison signature snare here, but you've got it 4 times. So you've got it high open, high muted, and it actually makes a huge difference. Each of the little presets for each look, I almost swore then, I'm getting so excited. Each snare. So toms, you know, depending on which tom you're on. So this one, you've only got 2 on the smaller tom, but then you've got a whole bunch. So you got the Yamaha Pearl Masters, DW, Tama. You got 2 Tamas, another Yamaha Maple there, and a Mapex and a Ghost one. So I think down here you've got one. Yeah, so the first one you've only got 2 because they only did 2 8-inch not toms, but then you've got all the others, you've got all of them. Cymbals, so you got 4 different cymbals on that one. You've got 5 different cymbals on that one. You got some pasty cymbals, Sabian cymbals as well. 5 more cymbals on that one. Bunch of chinas, so your different chinas. Then over here you got a Mega Stack and a Sabian 18-inch. Bunch of little splashes and stuff, little bells, more cymbals here. So you got you got 4 cymbals around it that you can change up, which I think is great. I hate when they just give you 2 cymbals, but you haven't got like sort of a cymbal just to smash on, you know, like, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. So then you go up to the drum mixer. You can do everything from this page or that page, it doesn't really matter. So you got your tuning up here, you got your close mics, you got your overhead mics, room mics for each individual piece. Then you've got, if you click down here on the bottom of where it says kick, snare, and tom and that, you'll see I click on it and it brings up this. This is the EQ and you've got compression over here, transient shapes here, reverb. So you can click on each individual piece and get, you know, for each, get really down to the nitty gritty of, you know, every little detail of it. Like I said, I've linked Jesse's video in the description. If you're interested in this at all, I suggest going and watching it. He goes right into detail of what everything is. It's really interesting to watch if you're interested in this plugin. You got a master one, so you can do all the EQ just over the whole kit. Then you've got the cymbal mixer, which is basically the same thing. You can change the EQ for each individual cymbal, like ride. Like you can change the EQ for the ride. Like say the ride's a little harsh or something, you want to drop a little bit out, you know. And you've got like the close room overhead for every single individual cymbal, which again, mad detail. And then you've got the mapping here. Okay, you can change the velocities and stuff here. I didn't get too much into all that, but again, Jesse explains it in his video. Definitely check that out. So in the drum view, I'm going to push play and we'll go through a few presets here. What do we got? Hang on, let me get the side panel up. There we go. Okay, so when you load up, I believe it just starts with Around the Summer. Okay, so if I can get my thing to play. So your chocolate biscuit, obviously what that is, you know, Limp Bizkit. Disturbing Illness, can we guess that it's Disturbed? Far Beyond Power. Obviously a bit of Korn on the Freaky Leash one. High Voltage, clearly your good old Akadaka. Laid the Ashes, bit of Lamb of God. The Muppet Pastor, which is clearly Master of Puppets. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly shove my song on. I'll put all the instruments back in so you can hear how well some of these sit just straight in a mix. I mean, obviously the mix will be a little off because I've mixed it to the preset that I made. But, you know, say I go that Korn one, where was it? Freaky Leash, okay? Now, I think this still sounds great. So yeah, I think, you know, definitely some of the most usable presets in a drum program I've seen. Let's check out some of the snares. Okay, we'll start at the top. I think I like this one. That sounds good. The DW collectors low tuning. DW maple medium tuning. This is the Gretsch. Tama. So as you can see, there's definitely a wide variety of snares. And you can control the reverb on it just by clicking down here, clicking on the reverb, so bring it up. Obviously way too much, but you get the point. Couple of different kicks. So there you have it, guys. Deviant Drums. I am definitely recommending this one. As I said, 110 bucks, but right now you can get 15% off with code Duffel, just for you guys. Jesse put that out there. He wanted me to, you know, give anyone that buys straight from my channel a little bonus. Like I said, I don't get a kickback from that. That's just all purely for you guys to get a little cut on the price. I think it's definitely worth it. If you're looking for something you can just shove straight into a mix at a reasonable price with a lot of variety, Deviant Drums, I think, is the way to go here. All right, so I'm going to chime out there. I want to thank Jesse and Choas Tones for sending this on over to me so I could show you guys. Definitely like it. I'm definitely looking forward to the future of Choas and see where they go from here, because I already like where they're at. They also have Kemper profiles, I think, on their site too. So check those out if you're into that sort of stuff. All right, other than that, like and subscribe. Enjoy indeed. Thanks, guys.